Hello, we're back again. This is Heidi Ellsworth, and we are at MetalCon Live in the coffee shop soundstage. As you know, sponsored by New Tech Machinery. We are just so excited to be here, and we have big news. So, if you aren't watching the newsroom every single day on Roofers Coffee Shop and Metal Coffee Shop, you're missing out because there's always great news. And right now, we're going to talk about one of those press releases that just came out. But first of all, I'm going to introduce our guest from MTL Holdings. First of all, Tony, I'm so happy to have. We've worked together for a long time. We've seen each other.
We have.
Yes, a long time.
Yes.
And maybe we won't talk about how long.
No, let's not do that.
No, let's not go there.
Yeah.
But you have an amazing family business. You have grown so much, starting with Metal Era and then with the acquisition of Hickman. But can you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your company?
Yeah. So, Tony Mallinger, I'm President and CEO of MTL Holdings, which is the holding company for Metal Era, Hickman Edge Systems, and now recently Citadel Architectural Products, which is
the big news.
Something we're going to be talking about. But I've been in the business for 21 years. Held almost every position possible, within the company, and have been probably President and CEO for the last decade. So we've been very excited about growing the business and getting into a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I toured your facility, and it was so impressive. I love it.
We're extremely proud of our facility. A lot of people are getting in robotics. This is something we've done 12 years ago, and when you walk through our shop, I always say we're a glorified sheet metal fabricator, but in all honesty, we have automation that nobody's ever seen before, and robots that are just amazing. So it's exciting to walk people through.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the robots and and we're going to get back to this because there's so much I can talk about. I get so excited about the diversity you have on your working and the ability to be able to do that no matter how strong you are. So much great things, but I don't want to ignore Josh. So, Josh.
I'm okay
Josh,
being ignored.
I sometimes get a little excited. Can you introduce yourself and tell everybody about your company and the new change?
Yeah, so it is a change. I'm Josh Jacoby. I teamed up with Tony kind of out of happenstance along the way. I've been in the industry for a little over 33 years. Spent in the previous 33 years with one particular company, and just had an opportunity to make a change, and through that, I'd known Tony for 20 years, and while I was out doing something else, we just kind of came across one another and looked for different opportunities to expand their business.
That's awesome.
And I'm familiar with this side of the wall industry, and it kind of led us to Citadel, and very similar company to the values and the go-to-market strategy along the way, and we felt like it was a good fit, and it helps us move into different versions of the building envelope. So we're real excited about the opportunities and the things we get to do to blend those two products together.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about Citadel. I think a lot of people would be really interested.
Yeah, so we've owned them for a month, so
I
don't want to divulge too much through the due diligence process, but we're an aluminum composite company. We do a phenolic core that's a little bit different than some of the standard larger components, but also a very durable, more impact resistant core. So we focus a little bit more on sticks and sheets in a simpler application, but we do route and return and do also some work within the glazing industry with glazing infill panels and a little bit outside of OEM. So more custom fabrication, but we're looking to expand upon that.
That's cool. So MTL Holdings, Metal Era, Hickman, who I used to work with Hickman a long time ago.
I do, yes.
And I love them, and
they're I'm company.
So happy that they're that you're all together. I just think they're an awesome company. And now Citadel, talk to us a little bit about what you've brought together and how it's really helping the contractors across the country because of what you've done. Yeah,
MTL has kind of evolved, call it, over the last 18 to 24 months, and as we've looked to grow strategically, and the Hickman acquisition was just a great fit. One, they've been a phenomenal competitor to us for 35, 40 years before this. But more importantly, like you said, they're really, really good people.
Yeah.
And it's a good company. with great products. And it's amazing bringing the two cultures together that have so much experience under a single kind of like product line, perimeter edge metal. It's amazing what the teams are right now. So, that was a really, really good strategic fit. It not only, brought us experience, brought us another product line, but it also allowed us some expansion geographically. Yeah. So, Metal Air is located in Waukesha, Wisconsin. It's a great location, but in all honesty, as we look to grow and get closer to our customers. So having a facility in Nashville, North Carolina now gives us an area of growth in the Southeast, something that is a pretty critical thing for us.
Yeah.
And Citadel, I'll tell you, fit that same bill. So, Citadel for other reasons, but when we look at strategically growing, it's not diversification on products. So for us, we were always targeting something on the wall side. Citadel brought us an opportunity, very similar feel, style of company, good people, good processes, good quality product, and the ability to now package and go after the building envelope. Yeah. And that's something that we're going to continue to kind of grow around.
I think it's so smart because that building envelope and the use of metal overall is just gaining. I mean, it's been gaining, but you have to have seen the increase in what's going on out there with all of this. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of been the draw is just the growth in metal, especially on the wall side. So, you kind of look at the edge side. We still have a ton of room to grow there, but the wall side just gives us, more addressable markets to kind of go after.
Yeah, it is. And I do have to say, I've also toured the Hickman plant in Asheville, and I love it there too. I mean, there's nothing better than a plant tour, as far as I'm concerned.
And they're getting their first robot some point next year, and so yeah, there's going to be a lot of synergies between the both facilities.
Yeah, that is really cool. So, Josh, what are you seeing, like, as you're looking out there at the market and how things are growing too, with Citadel coming on and really that building envelope? I would love to have some of what you're seeing is happening.
Yeah, so what made this a great fit when we went in is you're seeing more roof-to-wall transition and really uncertainty from an architect or a demarcation between those two trades. So what we wanted to do, or what I think is a great idea behind this process, is to be able to take a one company approach to make a smoother transition from the edge termination down the wall. It gives consultants a product to specify around one manufacturer and one point of responsibility, or one person to point to, if you will, in that process. But we know that we have to continue to grow through that side to expand those options for the designer, for the contractor, and it was a natural fit. Most of our contractors extend their service from the roof edge down the wall now. Mm-hmm. Those are not different trades necessarily anymore. So we're trying to capture that market for both of the contractor and ourselves to build a better business.
We're seeing it all the time. The commercial contractors are looking at all six sides. Whether it's waterproofing at the bottom, the curtain walls, the roofing, all the transitions. I mean, I know, Tony, you've seen that change.
Yeah, we're seeing them expand into other products. So, for a manufacturer, we look at, how do we create synergies, right?
Right.
That's something that's opportunistic for both parties, and something we're gonna try to grow on.
Yeah. I always have to ask this because I know you have done some great things this year with price relief and also supply chain.
Yeah.
So, Tony, talk a little bit about that, because that's, I mean, you were the leaders.
Yeah, this has been a crazy year. It's been one of the craziest years I've been a part of. And, we've been fortunate. Our team has done a phenomenal job of sourcing materials, and we haven't really had a major impact on that this year, but we know a lot of our customers and a lot of our contractors and everybody have. So what we've tried to do is take advantage of our opportunities of having materials on the shelf. We put together a price speed program that really focused on the contractor, bringing down that price per lineal foot, getting products to almost a 1-day, 2-day ship, and really tried to figure out a way that we can help them, because we knew every contractor is getting pinched with margins in almost every product. So it's been tough, and it's been something that's been really great for us to work with the contractors on.
Yeah, and I know the contractors appreciate it. Throughout all this with the supply chain and everything that's gone on with material shortages, they just wanted honest communication, and they wanted to make sure that they could get their jobs done for their customers. And you've both been such a huge part of that.
Yeah, it was an extreme challenge for all of our customers this year, and most of them had projects bid and were locked into pricing scenarios, and it became a very difficult process, price increase. So we wanted to do what we could to give a little bit back where we could, to show them that we're in this together. Right.
So important. Well, gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much
Heidi.
for being here, and congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations on your success too.
Thank you.
This is phenomenal.
This is pretty fun, huh? Yeah. Metal Coffee Shop. We have you on there, and Roofers Coffee Shop. So
there we go.
So for everybody out there, if you want more information on Metal Era, Hickman, and now Citadel with MTL, and all under MTL Holdings, it's all on the coffee shop. You can go on either to the Roofers or to Metal, and you can find the directory, awesome articles, some great video. Everything, the price relief information, you can find all that there. Oh, and we didn't mention Falcon. I think I'm going to have you all back. Yeah.
We would love to be back talking Falcon.
Yeah. Technology that's changing the industry. So we'll have him back because I think we've got some more folks coming into this soundstage. But thank you again. Thank you both.
Thank you, Heidi.
And all of you, stay tuned. We have some big news coming up next. Hang on.